Hey, welcome back. It's springtime at Branching Out Farm here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some of this dry active yeast here. We want to use active dry yeast and a cup of sugar, and we're going to fill this 15 liter bottle full of water, and we're going to let it sit for 2 days, and it's going to become an active ingredient, and we're going to use it for helping root stimulation, plant growth, and just overall soil health. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get that going right now. And then I'm just gonna, before we get that all filled up, I just wanna show you a few projects that we're gonna have to get going on now that the warmer weather's coming. So starting up here, which I've already done, I've cleared out some of the junk that we had here. We're just going around collecting a lot of the garbage, and I'll remove it, get rid of it. Our raspberries are looking really good, all pruned up from wintertime. We wanna move this was a raised bed I had a long time ago that I used when I was doing my first cuttings and stuff like that. I don't do it that way anymore. So we got some wood that I've cut over the years. I want to get these two piles out of here, possibly use this tabletop. And we're going to get this into the garden. We'll use them as I use like a wood chip. I just use it to cover some of the bare soil so that it stays active underneath the wood. But yeah, a lot of this stuff has been sitting here for a couple of years now, and it is no good. So that's just, a couple of spring cleaning items. And as we get around here, we just got a little bit to clean up around here. We get some of these cages. There's 2 cages here. I like using them for when I put my plants in it. Keeps the mice out. Put them up in the greenhouse. Got to move some of these cinder blocks, and maybe get rid of some of this caging and some of the scrap metal, and so on and so forth. And that's pretty much it. We'll clean up some of that, get rid of stuff like this right here. I may have to get in here because this is where my tiling system is. Make sure it's running smooth and clean. And that's about it for now. Got a giant pile of logs over there, big fire pile. I'll probably grab some of those logs and reuse them up at the front, up at the back. And then we're gonna clean up aisle 6 right here too as well. So those are just a few things that I'm gonna be getting going on. I probably won't make a lot of videos on it. I just wanted to let you know it's gonna look a little cleaner. You can see where I've cut down all the brush, how smooth and flat it is. We're putting some more walnuts into our chestnuts up in here, possibly some northern walnut, some thin-shelled walnut, and maybe even a couple of pecans. We'll see how it goes. But I like to keep all my nuts all the way down on the right side here, and then on the other side we have the maples. So just try to keep them separate because they just don't seem to work good together. Nut trees and maple trees don't really go well together. They can overpower each other. So usually the walnuts will win, especially the black walnut with all the jug loam. So that's about it. Let's get back to the making of this bacteria stuff that we're going to be making. It's not really bacteria. It's just a stimulant using yeast, water, and sugar. So let's get at that. First thing we're going to do, grab a cup of sugar. Just pour it right on in there. It doesn't have to be accurate, just enough to feed the active yeast. So maybe a little bit more. It won't hurt it anyways, either way, right? Okay, so we throw that in there, and then we're just gonna get this packet in here. So I gotta let go of the phone for a second. Oh, there's our dry yeast. It smells like beer. I'll just throw that in there like so. Get it all in there. Shouldn't really be doing this on the top of my new car. And that's about it right there. I'll keep that in my pocket. Now we're just gonna fill this up with water. This is well water. This has no chlorine in it, no fluoride in it. It's just pure groundwater. All right, we're gonna place it inside because we don't want it out in the sun. We're just gonna put a little cap on there, just like so. And don't put a cap on that doesn't have a hole in it. It'll just swell up. So you don't wanna do that. So yeah, we'll let that go for 2 days and we'll come back. Stay tuned, it'll all be in this episode. All right, so we're back. It's 2 days later, and at work at lunchtime today, I picked up 20 bags of 2 cubic feet each mulch. Now this is dyed, but it is all organic dye that they use in this stuff. So it's good. It smells good in my car anyways. But I can tell I had to put some in the front here because my other car was obviously a little bigger. So we got another 6 in there. We're just gonna unload it right now. And we'll definitely be spreading some of that out this weekend. So we'll be making another video on some other stuff that we gotta do, including taking a look at the food forest here. It's gonna be a little cool next week. It's a little cool right now. A lot of rain this week. Got some brush over there where I did some of that pollarding. And yeah, we're gonna be doing some cleanup. We're gonna be adding some wood chips where they belong. Kind of get some of those beds kind of really taken care of. And yeah, let's get that unloaded. That's 20 bags. So that was about $90. So about $4 a bag. And yes, I could probably get a huge load somehow through a dealer somewhere, but I find that to be difficult sometimes when I don't need so much. I still have some of this compost here too as well. This is from my neighbor over here, right across the way there. And I had it since last year, so it's got another year. This is probably the 3rd year it's been breaking down, and it's some nice looking soil. It's getting there. It's got some nice stones and whatever in there, but it's some nice black earth. It's pretty good stuff, other than some of the plastics and stuff that might be in it. But yeah, we're gonna be using some of that too. We got a nice pile here. We got a whole bunch of apples. I got a ton of cherries to be putting in new pots this year, so we're gonna be planting out this orchard on this side. So I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna get up to the front, and I'll show you what to do with some of that yeast product that we made for the health of our soil around some of our plants. So we'll get it up there in a second. All right, we got our yeast mixture right here, the sugar in there. We'll just mix that up a bit. Now what I've done is I filled up my watering can, and what we'll do is this is still working, so it's still creating those microbes and whatnot we need in here, right? So I'm gonna fill this back up, and it'll fill in again. If I need to put a little more sugar, I might, but I could probably do this a couple of times before that's an issue, and then I have to start again with some more yeast. Now we got it in here, and we're just gonna give our raspberries a good drink. That's all. Lots of rain this week, but not so much today. So we're hoping we get it in here, just spread it around. We definitely will give it a good soak all around here. I put some coffee grounds in here yesterday. And that's it, basically. You know, just get in there. These suckers want to get me everywhere, so I got to rein it in there. Just like so. Help this soil, really help this. I'm really trying to get my soil into something good this year. So it looks like I'm gonna have to fill up again. I have a lot of wood chips, like I just showed you. I just picked up 20 bags more. I had probably 6 or 7 left. And we'll be using them. Get some wood chips, possibly in here too as well, but mostly out there. So I have plenty of bags to work with, and I'll probably be getting one more load of that this year, hopefully, probably about another 20 bags. And we're definitely going to be really overdoing it with the with the wood chips. So let's just do this one more time. Mix this all kind of mixed up there. I stirred it up a little. Looks like I might have to make a new batch. So it's okay. Yeast is really expensive, or really cheap. So the type of fertilizer you would buy is actually quite expensive. But though I got 3 yeast packs that did a whole one of these and could have kept doing it more than once for $2.50. So, and that's Canadian. So I don't know, for all you American out there, you might be able to get it cheaper depending on what you get. And I just Google what the best kind is, and you want to make sure it's that dry active yeast, not the inactive yeast. That doesn't help nobody, except for when you're making bread or pizza dough. So yeah, you can smell it. It kind of smells a little bit like a beer or a bread. Again, got a lot of rock in here. And that's about it. I don't need a lot. We're just going to inoculate the ground. And that's the end of it. Just like that, I'm going to go, what do we got left in here? You know what? I don't have that much left over, so I'm just going to finish it off. And I'll make some more. I do have 2 more packs, and again, it's only $2.50. And I'm going to want to do this out in my food forest as well, and give some of my other trees and plants a little drink, get them drunk on some of this fermentation, and that's it. So that's it for this week. Come back next week. We're gonna definitely try to make another video, and I hope you all stay safe and stay warm and stay dry, because all that rain's coming. But spring is here and the warm weather's around the corner. So see you next week.